So the first thing that you're going to want to do is break up your tile. And you guys all got those bamboo skewers. So you can use that to just try to break it up into 4 even sections. I'm just going to eyeball it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. It's clearly not perfect, and that's okay. Next thing I want to do is maybe look at my drawings and see, like, this is the one I ended up making. What do I want to try on my tile? Like, I'm not sure how I'm going to make those. So I might take some clay, and that may be my additive, right? And then also the sun, how might I make that? So I might also take some clay and have 1 and 2 be my additive, and then here I might do subtractive. So I'm just going to show you a couple of things. Okay, you guys each are going to have like a ½ pound of clay to play with today. Couple things about the clay: the more that you work with it, the more it will dry out in your hands. So you may want to keep, if you're not using, like, if you're just going to use a small part of the chunk I gave you, you might want to leave the rest in the bag. All right. So a couple things I can do. Let's say I want to create this kind of shape here. So I can press the clay out with my finger. And then I can cut it out with my bamboo skewer, but I might actually want to give it some texture. So I have this cool clay roller here. So maybe I'll try rolling some texture on it and going multiple directions. Okay. So you can add texture to the actual pieces that you're going to be building up. And then I'm going to cut this out. And I might do a bunch of them and layer them together. Again, this is just a little practice tile. We can also practice glazing here too. And I'm going to put these built up pieces in section 1. Do they have to look identical to this? No, this is just a little practice grid, okay? Before I put this down, I'm going to do something called slipping and scoring. Can I have everyone look up here? Because this is important. This is probably the most essential thing to learn from today, is how to make a good attachment. Bless you. So if I want to attach something in clay, I have to rough up the surface. So what I'm doing right now is taking my bamboo skewer and I'm creating texture. And then I'm going to also create texture on the thing that I want to attach to it, on the back of it. Otherwise, it might look like it's sticking, but it's likely that it will pop off in time. And then, remember how a few of you helped me make my clay glue? Lexi and Anna, I think you helped me. Addie, maybe you helped me. Dom, a few other people. Sorry if I can't remember who you were. Kaylee. Okay. Oh my God, this is stuck on tight. I might need a different container. Oh, that's because the lid's out. Oh, goodness. Okay. That could have gone bad. So, slip. You are going to use slip to put it together. You might say, what is slip? Slip is clay glue. It should be about the consistency of a milkshake. Mine is definitely a little on the thick side. I might add a little water to it. Okay. So if you open your slip and you notice it's like really thick, like mine's like more like ice cream or like, I don't know. I can take and add just a little water to it and grab a fork from the cart and I can try to mix in a little water. Does it have to be a perfect milkshake consistency? No. It's okay to use it a little thicker. It's not going to make or break it. Is it easier to use when it's a little thinner? Yeah. So if you notice it's super thick, maybe add a little bit of water to it. Don't worry if you get the table dirty. Then to make my attachment, I'm going to take a little bit of my clay glue and I'm going to apply it to the back of my piece that I want to attach. If there's enough here, I don't need to put some here. And then I'm just going to put it down. Okay. And if I want to, I could even draw into this. Maybe I want to create, maybe make it look like a seashell or something like that. So I can add some line work to it. So I'm going to build up a few of those like I did here. Down here, maybe I would try out some swirls. So here's my handout. I would recommend grabbing that handout. You can see I tried out a few spirals, right? So if you tried spirals with the modeling clay, try it here, see how it works. So I would do building up here and here and then carving here and here. When it comes to carving, you can use a bunch of different tools, right? So again, look at your drawing, okay? So maybe I'll try to create some soft wavy lines to look like water. This is called a Sgraffito tool. You can find this on the tool cart. It's got two little loopy ends, one here and here. And I can use this to just carve away the clay. So that's a type of mark making, or even like visual texture. I might even additionally use my bamboo skewer to get a different quality of line. Maybe I'll make some dots, right? There's other tools you can use. I have big loop tools here as well that you can use, all right? You can use, there's modeling tools on the cart. So I could use this to create an even thicker, wider kind of line. So you can see here, I tried out a few different things. I think I used this tool to kind of create indents, and here I used a variety of tools, okay? So that is your assignment today, is to create a tile with 4 sections. And I hear some people talking. Please stop talking. You know you're gonna have all period to do your work, and you can talk then. So I ask for your respect and for you to stop having side conversations. Thank you. Okay, so maybe here I'm trying out some of my shells. Here I might try rolling the clay. So if you want to make a good coil, just a recommendation, use both hands. If the clay starts to crack, you can use a little bit of water. It's okay, again, for the table to get dirty. And then you got to kind of spiral it quickly, because the faster it dries. This is going to be harder than using the modeling clay. Julia, can you see what I'm showing you up here? Okay. And then I can attach this by slipping and scoring it. I don't think you need to slip and score in between the whole thing, but you would slip and score the whole thing down, okay? So this is just a test tile. It is not a final piece. It's for you to practice and get comfortable with the clay, learn how to do attachments, explore some of the tools on the tool cart, okay? So at your tables,